My name is Ben Tallman, and this is my final project for components of weight training. This is my client, Sam Tallman, who is my younger brother. He's an 18-year-old male who is in wrestling. His training status is intermediate, so he has some experience, but I would not classify him as an advanced or expert. A past injury he's had that we need to look out for is a broken leg. He also has access to a full gym and a Planet Fitness membership. His height is 5 foot 11 inches and weighs approximately 175 pounds. His BMI is 23.7 kilograms over meters squared. And some special considerations for him is weight class for wrestling, so we don't want to affect his weight too much. And a couple time considerations for him include his school, his job, working on college applications, and just the social aspect of being in high school. So for his first goal it's in regards of resistance training. It's specific because he wants to bench press 165 pounds unassisted by the end of the winter of 2026. His progress can be tracked easily by keeping a record either on his phone or on pen and paper. It's attainable because it's not an insane amount of weight to add to his existing bench press. It's relevant too because it can help him perform better in wrestling, and it's time oriented because it shows that he wants to get it done in the next 3 months. To help him meet this goal, we decided to increase the bench press weight slightly every week. And the program also has a strong emphasis on chest strength progression, which will help him with pressure and control in wrestling. And I used exercises that he's already familiar with so he doesn't have to spend time figuring it out. For his cardiovascular SMART goal, we decided that he would want to run 5 kilometers without stopping by the beginning of March 2026. So it's a similar time frame as the last goal we covered. It's easy to track because you can either use paper, you could do it on a notes app, or you could use the Map My Run app. He will practice running a few times a week, either as a warm up, cool down, or a longer run 1 day a week. And it's also relevant to him because it'll help him have increased endurance in wrestling, which is very important because a lot of the times the matches come down to whether or not you're worn out or your opponent's worn out. And then, like I said, it's a time oriented as well because it does have to be done by the beginning of March, so approximately the same time frame as the last goal. After consideration, I decided that the best type of periodizations would be linear periodization. This is because it's simple and easy to follow, easy to get into a routine. It offers a strong base for exercising and kind of gets you in the habit of going consistently, even after the program concludes, hopefully. So the first day a week I have is a push day. So it strongly focuses on chest. The warm up's a 5 minute jog, and then we jump right into the barbell bench press. I have specific weights. Then we just move on to the dumbbell shoulder press, and then we use a tricep push down, and that one is more specific to the tricep, so it's a little bit later. And then we go back to the pec deck, overhead cable, tricep extensions, and dumbbell incline bench press to finish it up. Each week we do increases bench press for the last set by approximately 5 pounds to 2.5 pounds depending on the week. And then by the end of the program, we'll hopefully have reached his goal of being able to bench press 165 pounds. The second day of the week is cardio day, so we use the same warm ups and cool downs for most of the program, but we change the way he's running. So 1 week there may be an interval jog, while there's a light jog another week, and then by the end of it, the last running day we have is to run 5 kilometers without any breaks at the fastest possible pace, which will also meet his second SMART goal we discussed. So day 3 is pull day, which includes back and bicep mainly. As you can see, we increase the weight a little bit slower here, so where 1 week you might do 130, 135, 140 for lat pull down. The next week you do 135, 135, 140 to make it a little more challenging. And as we go later into the program, we switch out the jog on the treadmill for some wrestling stance and motion because it's more relevant for him and he's going to be in better shape conditioning wise. Day 4 will be dedicated mainly to stretching and flexibility. We do have more or less the same exercises every week, which will make it a little easier for him to see the progress he makes. And since it's not focused on conditioning, I have it in supersetting either 2 or 3 of the stretches at a time just to kind of space it out. And then his last day before having the weekend off to recover is legs and abs. This one also doesn't have a ton of weight progression either because it is more of a maintenance thing and we're focusing on the chest, but it also does have a little bit of variety in it because we alternate between the barbell back squat and barbell front squat, so it works different muscle groups every week.